before the Himalaya rose into the sky, before the Kathmandu Valley became a city, before Nepal had jungles or rivers as we know them today. This land was home to giant elephants, hornless rhinos, ancient apes, crocodiles, hippo-like creatures, and even marine life swimming where the mountains now stand. Today, we travel millions of years into Nepal's past to uncover the landscapes, lakes, forests, and incredible wildlife that once ruled this land. When we imagine ancient Nepal, we think of snow-covered peaks. But the oldest fossils tell a very different story. Between 18 and 1 million years ago, the region we now call the Siwalik Hills, the Shore Range, was a vast, humid, tropical world. A landscape of floodplains, braided rivers, dense forests, and swamps. And it was packed with wildlife that would look almost unreal today. Scientists working in Nepal's Siwalik formations, from Nepali teams to Japanese, American, and European researchers, uncovered fossils of Stegodon, giant prehistoric elephants with huge straight tusks, Sivapithecus, an ancient ape closely related to modern orangutans, Hexaprotodon, a hippo-like animal that once wallowed in Nepal's rivers, crocodiles that grew far larger than today's gharials, hornless rhinos, some massive, some dwarf-sized, giraffe-like animals, early relatives of modern giraffes, and hyenas and saber-toothed predators, part of the great carnivore families of Asia. Imagine Chitwan today, but supersized, more dangerous, and far more diverse. These fossils didn't come from scattered finds. They came from entire layers of rock, preserved across Dang, Sirkit, Makwanpur, Chitwan, and the Chur Belt. Nepal wasn't just a mountain country. It was the Serengeti of South Asia. Now, travel even deeper in time, over 100 million years back, Upper Mustang was not a desert. It wasn't even land. It was the floor of the Tethys Ocean, a warm, shallow tropical sea filled with ammonites, belemnites, corals, and marine reptiles. Today, you can walk through Mustang and literally pick up ancient seashell fossils from the Jurassic Age. These fossils prove something astonishing. The highest mountains on Earth were once underwater. When the Indian plate collided with Eurasia, ocean sediments were lifted thousands of meters into the sky, creating the dramatic cliffs and colored rock layers we see in Mustang today. Nepal's mountains are ancient, but the life inside their rocks is even older. Let's jump forward to a more recent chapter. Kathmandu Valley, a bustling city of millions, was once a massive lake. Scientists call it paleo-Kathmandu Lake. Sediment cores and pollen studies show the valley was filled with cold, fresh water. Surrounding hills were dense with oak, pine, birch, and rhododendron forests. Marshlands hosted early deer, wild cattle, and predators. Human presence was extremely rare or absent during the lake's peak. This lake existed for tens of thousands of years until tectonic forces and erosion slowly drained it through the Chober Gorge. Every time you walk around the valley floor, remember, you are standing on the bottom of an ancient lake. Around 20,000 years ago, during the last glacial maximum, Nepal looked nothing like today. Snowlines were far lower, glaciers were huge and powerful. High-altitude valleys were cold, dry, and windy. The animals here were built for survival, ancestors of Himalayan tahr and blue sheep. Early snow leopards, perfectly adapted to the cold. Cold steppe grazers similar to those in Tibet, and possibly even woolly rhinos based on fossil evidence from the Tibetan Plateau. As the climate warmed, forests returned, glaciers shrank, and wildlife shifted into the niches we see today. For millions of years, the Terai was one of Asia's greatest wildlife corridors. Ancient elephants migrated through here long before humans. Early rhinos evolved and spread through this region. Crocodiles and turtles filled the wetlands. And large carnivores, from saber-toothed cats to early tigers, used this landscape as a hunting ground. The Terai has always been a land of giants. Just not the same giants across time. We usually think of humans as recent arrivals in mountainous regions, but archaeological work in Mustang, Langtang, and the Dang Valley shows humans may have reached Nepal tens of thousands of years ago. Stone tools, cave settlements, and genetic studies hint at early migration from the Tibetan Plateau, hunter-gatherer communities in high-altitude caves, and later mixing with South Asian populations. Nepal was not isolated. It was a crossroads of ancient humans as they adapted to altitude, climate, and new environments. Why does this story matter? Nepal's landscapes are young, its fossils are old, and its wildlife has changed more dramatically than almost anywhere else on Earth. From ocean floors to towering mountains, from giant prehistoric elephants to cold steppe predators, from tropical Siwalik jungles to ice age valleys, Nepal's past is a reminder that the land beneath our feet has lived many lives before us. And the species we see today, tigers, rhinos, snow leopards, elephants, are only the latest chapter in a story written over millions of years. The fossils hidden in Nepal's rocks are not just scientific facts. They are messages from worlds that no longer exist. And understanding them helps us imagine Nepal not just as a nation of mountains, but as one of the most extraordinary geological and biological crossroads in the world. If you want more deep science episodes on Nepal's ancient oceans, extinct species, or prehistoric humans, let me know in the comments. Nepal's past is far stranger and more beautiful than we ever imagined, and we've only just begun to uncover it. Thanks for watching.